There's some fascinating elements in the police reports that we've been studying. You, as a former police officer, know these things well. We started digging into these last night, and one of the elements in one of the police reports that suggests to the police, they interpreted this as the possibility that there was some kind of altercation, is the notion that Zimmerman's shirt was wet in the back and maybe had some grass stains on the back, and that he had maybe a bloody nose. But that was not in the very first police report about this, and so it's starting to become a suspicious element in the case of why did this stuff that would be part of the self-defense come into it later?
You want to be fair. You don't want to take cheap shots. It is entirely possible that the first responding officers, for whatever the reason, didn't pick up on the ultimate issue here, which is going to be self-defense. So maybe in their defense, there's no conspiracy. But obviously, at some point, the confidence that people have in the justice system is going to be shaken when a case that is relatively straightforward. I mean, if you add up some of these issues, both the affirmative issues of evidence, but also some of the apparent misleading statements that Mr. Zimmerman made, it's a clear route to probable cause. Again, ultimately, he is entitled to a presumption of innocence if it goes in that direction. But for street-level police people, first-level sergeants and the like, this doesn't take a tremendous amount of deliberation. Maybe in their defense, maybe this law muddled things, so maybe they thought they couldn't move, they were paralyzed. For whatever the reason, this is not a spectacularly complex case. And I would add to that, because of the tapes and because of the phone calls, there's actually a lot of evidence in this case that evinces what's his state of mind, the whole concept of these people get away with the expletive deleted. Mm-hmm. So there's a large amount of evidence that was available relatively early in this case.
Mayor Triplett, have you listened to the 911 tapes in the case?
Yes, I have.
And when you listened to it, did you hear the racial slur that many of us have been hearing and listening to those tapes?
No, I listened to the raw tape, so I've not had the benefit of listening to the tape that's been enhanced as of yet.
And do you see that it is now impossible for the people of Sanford to accept any of the elements that the police have advanced in their statements, especially Chief Lee's statements suggesting that this is a self-defense case, especially if it turns on the condition of Zimmerman's shirt, which the police do not have possession of. They don't have a photograph of it. No one took a picture. There is nothing at all in police possession to back up the assertion of the condition of that shirt or the bloody nose, which are absolutely now critical pieces of evidence that we need and do not have.
And this is the exact reason, sir, why I've said that we're an open book. Please, I went up to Washington, D.C. and talked with several delegates from Congress. We sat down and talked to the Department of Justice to come in and tell us what we've done. If we've done something wrong, we are going to work as hard as we can to correct that. I was not at the scene, obviously, but I'm going down the only path that I can go down right now is to try to find out exactly what happened, not only with the shooting, but if we've done something wrong, how do we correct it and how do we get to what's right?